1963 Pontiac Catalina heavy-duty Swiss cheese. Pontiac engineers, aiming to dominate the superstock class, drilled approximately 120 holes into Catalina's frame rails, giving it a distinctive Swiss cheese appearance. This drastic measure was part of a broader effort to reduce the car's weight, including stripping out sound-deadening materials and using aluminum for body panels, bumpers, and other components. The result was a car that weighed about 400 pounds less than the standard Catalina, tipping the scales at around 3,300 pounds. Under the hood, the Swiss cheese Catalina had a 421 Superduty V8 engine, making 405 horsepower. This powerful engine, combined with its reduced weight, allowed it to achieve impressive quarter-mile times, often in the low 12-second range. Only 14 of these special Catalinas were built, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors today. The Swiss cheese Catalina quickly made a name for itself on the drag strip, with notable drivers like Arnie the Farmer Beswick behind the wheel. 1963 Chevrolet Z1 Impala. Developed specifically for drag racing and NASCAR, the Z1 was a lightweight version of the Impala, featuring extensive use of aluminum for the hood, fenders, bumpers, and other components to reduce weight. This weight-saving strategy was crucial for enhancing the car's speed and agility on the track. Under the hood, the Z1 housed a 427 V8 engine, derived from the 409 engine but with a longer stroke, producing an impressive 430 horsepower and 575 foot-pounds of torque. This engine featured a high-rise aluminum intake manifold, dual 4-barrel carburetors, and a special cowl induction system, collectively contributing to its formidable performance. The Z1 needed only 4.3 seconds to hit 60 and covered the quarter mile in just 10.8 clicks, faster than most US-built production cars at the time. It was also the first stock car to exceed 120 miles per hour in a quarter-mile run. Chevrolet built only 57 units of the Z1, making it one of the rarest Impalas ever produced. 1963 Pontiac Tempest LMan's Superduty. Pontiac developed this rare model to compete in NHRA drag racing. The '63 Tempest LMan's SD was designed to capitalize on its unconventional drivetrain, which contributed significantly to its agility and success on the drag strip. Unlike most cars of its time, the Tempest used a unique rope drive system, which consisted of a flexible steel drive shaft connecting the front-mounted engine to a rear transaxle. To make the car competitive, Pontiac outfitted the Tempest LMan Superduty with a potent 421 cubic-inch V8 engine. The engine featured dual 4-barrel carburetors, high-compression heads, and robust internals, producing up to 405 horsepower. Extensive weight reduction measures were also implemented, including the use of aluminum body panels, a stripped-down interior, and plexiglass windows. These modifications brought the car's weight down to around 3,300 pounds, making it exceptionally quick and nimble. Only 6 of these cars were built, making them extremely rare. On the drag strip, the Tempest LMan Superduty achieved impressive quarter-mile times in the low 12-second range. 1963 Dodge 330 Max Wedge Lightweight. The 413 cubic-inch Wedge V8, named for its wedge-shaped combustion chambers, first appeared in Chrysler vehicles in 1959, followed by Dodge in 1961 and Plymouth in 1962. These engines quickly became instrumental for the Ramchargers racing team, who demonstrated the Wedge's capabilities on drag strips. In 1963, Chrysler introduced a new 426 cubic-inch version to meet the FIA's updated 7-liter regulations. This engine retained the 413's 3.75-inch stroke, but was built with a larger bore to increase its displacement. Equipped with dual 4-barrel carburetors, a cross-ram manifold, and optional high-compression 13.5-to-1 pistons, the Max Wedge delivered an impressive 425 horsepower. These special 330s featured aluminum front fenders, bumpers, bumper supports, and a hood with an integrated scoop. All these modifications allowed the car to achieve remarkable acceleration and top speeds, with quarter-mile times often in less than 12 seconds. Dodge purpose-built 34 Superstock factory lightweight 330 models in 1963. 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt was Ford's answer to the fierce competition in the NHRA's Superstock class. The car was based on the Fairlane 500 two-door sedan and was equipped with a high-rise 427 cubic inch V8 engine, conservatively rated at 425 horsepower. This powerful engine featured dual 4-barrel carburetors and a ram air induction system, making it a formidable force on the drag strip. The Thunderbolt featured fiberglass body panels, including the hood, doors, and front fenders, as well as plexiglass windows. The car's interior was stripped of non-essential items, such as the heater, radio, and sound-deadening materials, to further reduce weight. Additionally, the battery was relocated to the trunk to improve weight distribution. These modifications allowed the Thunderbolt to achieve impressive quarter-mile times, often in the mid-11-second range. The car's success on the drag strip was immediate, with notable performances at events like the NHRA Winter Nationals, where it secured the 1964 NHRA Superstock Championship. 1964 Mercury Comet AFX. The Comet AFX was Mercury's entry into the factory experimental class, a category allowing extensive modifications to production cars. It was based on the Comet Caliente and was heavily modified by Dearborn steel tubing. Under the hood, it was powered by Ford's 427 high-riser V8 engine, originally developed for NASCAR. This engine featured high-flow heads, dual 4-barrel carburetors, and a 14-to-1 compression ratio, producing an estimated over 500 horsepower. The power was transmitted to the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual transmission and a durable 9-inch rear end, enabling the Comet AFX to achieve quarter-mile times in the mid-11-second range. The car quickly made a name for itself on the drag strip, with legendary drivers like Dino Don Nicholson achieving significant success. Nicholson alone claimed 63 victories in 1964, showcasing the Comet AFX's dominance in its class. Mercury built only 21 units of the Comet AFX in 1964. 1965 Dodge Coronet, a 990. Built specifically to compete in NHRA's Superstock class, the A990 Coronet was part of Dodge's aggressive push to dominate the drag strips. This specialized version of the Coronet was a limited production model, with only about 101 units produced, each carefully engineered to achieve maximum speed with minimal weight. At its core, the Coronet A990 was powered by Dodge's legendary 426 Hemi engine, producing 425 horsepower, although many believe the actual output was higher. The engine had dual 4-barrel carburetors, a magnesium cross-ram intake manifold, and lightweight aluminum cylinder heads. To reduce weight even further, Dodge used a combination of aluminum and fiberglass components, including the hood, fenders, front bumper, and even some interior parts. It also featured thinner glass windows and a stripped-down interior with bucket seats borrowed from the Dodge A100 van. The Coronet A990's performance was extraordinary, with quarter-mile times consistently in the low 11-second range. It quickly gained a reputation on the drag strip, driven by legendary racers like Dick Landy and Ronnie Sox. 1968 Dodge Hemi Dart LO23. The '68 Hemi Dart LO23 is one of the most iconic drag racing cars ever produced, created explicitly to dominate the NHRA Superstock class. Born out of a partnership between Dodge and Hurst Performance, the Hemi Dart was a factory-built, purpose-engineered race car that pushed boundaries with its extreme weight reduction and raw power. Only 80 units of this limited edition vehicle were produced. The goal was to make the Dart as light and fast as possible while fitting it with the most powerful engine in Dodge's lineup. Under the hood, it housed the formidable 426 Hemi V8 engine. This engine was specially tuned for drag racing, with dual 4-barrel carburetors and high-performance internals, producing a conservatively rated 425 horses. The result was a car capable of remarkable quarter-mile times, clocking in the 9-second range, a rare feat in the late 1960s. 1969 AMC Hurst AMX 390 Superstock. Developed in collaboration with Hurst Performance, this limited edition model was designed specifically for drag racing. Only 52 units were built in 1969. The drag car was powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 engine, which was extensively modified by Hurst and Crane cams. These modifications included dual 650 CFM Holley carburetors, an Edelbrock aluminum cross-ram intake manifold, and a high-performance camshaft. To save weight and enhance performance, AMC and Hurst used fiberglass for the hood, removed unnecessary interior features, and added lightweight bucket seats. The cars came without warranties, emphasizing their single-minded design as race machines rather than street cars. While AMC rated the 390 at 340 horsepower, the National Hot Rod Association saw through the deception and rated the engine at 420 horsepower. With a curb weight of 3,050 pounds, the best ET recorded by an AMX Superstock is 10.73 seconds at 128 miles per hour.